You may have heard that the 2025 November elections are heating up. Local elections are as well, and here to tell us more from the Republican Club, Ro Kendall and Pat Micone. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bree.
Thank you.
And we just want to correct, it is the 2024 election. Next year we will be getting in the 20.
You know what? I just like to collapse time.
I know. That's okay, but we're really into it, so we're just.
It doesn't kick in until 2025.
We understand, and we're thrilled.
That's what I meant.
Yes, I know that.
And we're thrilled to meet you. So
Yeah.
welcome
Thank
to
you.
our Village TV.
Yes, I'm still new here, so I'm trying to get everything down. But
Of course. Of course.
again, thank you so much for being here. We've got lots to talk about, so I'm
Yeah.
super excited
Yeah.
to go over these topics with you ladies. So you have a featured speaker,
Yes.
Urson Russell, president of Patriot Force, California statewide organization.
Yeah.
They're working to restore the election integrity.
Yes.
Can you expand more on his plans?
Well, it's actually a national organization, but he is the president of Patriot Force California. But it's across the country, and he's a volunteer, like they all are, like all the great patriots are these days. I mean, they're really trying to make a difference in terms of, I think the main force is election integrity. And that's what we need, no matter what party you belong to.
Yeah.
We need integrity in our elections. So that's what he's all about, and we're very excited to have him come.
Yeah.
That's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, and our meeting, we have a meeting once a month, Bree. It's at the first Friday of every month, so September 6th is our meeting. And we're, besides Urson, we're having also, going to have a volunteer workshop. So we're going to be inviting all of our villagers to, we hope everyone will come. Not everyone will come, but we invite everyone to come and have an opportunity to see how they can participate in this upcoming election. We're going to have a little workshop, and people can discover where their talents lie and where they want to help.
Okay, so what are some of the positions that are open?
Yeah, well, in activities for the elections, we're a retirement community. So some cities where they're not a retirement community, the people are out walking precincts. We have fewer people to walk precincts, but we do have, our members can make phone calls. They can have little coffees in their neighborhood. They can influence their neighbors and friends, and we can write postcards, which we'll do. So there's a lot of things we can do. We just one of the things we really want to, Bree, is just have people vote. We want to, because some people, in discussing with Urson, going to be talking about integrity in elections, some people are a little bit discouraged. They're not quite sure if their vote counts. So we want to assure them that their vote counts, and we need to get everyone out to vote.
Right, right. Okay, well, wonderful. There was a City Hall meeting held on August 23rd.
Yeah.
They were grateful that City Council member Carol Moore placed a resolution on the fair and open elections in the city agenda.
Yeah.
What else can you tell us about that?
Well, in July, a citizen patriot group called United Sovereign Americans, they actually came to our Laguna Woods City Council meeting, and they presented a resolution to ask our elected officials to ensure that we will have safe, fair elections. And as Rose said earlier, it's a nonpartisan issue. Voting is something we all do. So I followed up after that meeting, and I asked our elected officials if they would please stand with us and vote on the resolution. So Carol Moore wrote her own proclamation. She didn't write a resolution. And it was presented last Wednesday, and surprisingly, it was opposed, the majority of them. There was a lot of discussion during the City Council meeting, and we just saw that, both sides, there's different views on both sides. Our side, we're working hard to make sure we tighten up all of the issues around voting, because many of us felt like in the 2020 election, 2022, there were a lot of irregularities. So the other side feels they're fine. So there was a lot of discussion, so surprisingly it was opposed, but I think, Bree, it just tells us that's how much work we have to do. We want to help our citizens in Laguna Woods have more confidence in our elections. So that's why we're having Urson come. That's why we're having the volunteer workshop and getting people involved.
Wonderful. So after November, after the elections are over,
Yeah.
how do you feel your time during the next few months? Or
Oh, that's a great question, isn't it?
Well, it's the end of the year. We get kind of
Yeah.
get a little more celebratory, and I think this year we're going to have big celebrations. But November, just before the election, actually, we've got the veterans coming in, and then in December we're going to have a big Christmas gala. And then we go back to business in January, bringing in speakers that will, be of interest. We want to keep it interesting when people come to our meetings, and we get good results. So
There's always education to do.
so it's a full all year.
Oh yes.
That's a great one. What did they do anyway? What did they do?
Well, I'm thinking, well, you're working so hard now. Maybe take some time off.
Yeah, some of that around
redirect
the
the
Christmas
energy.
holidays. I'm
Christmas,
sure you're right.
Yeah.
It is exhausting. It is exhausting the election season, but we got to do it. We've had one of the interesting things that's happened last week is we have our elections are two-party system, Republicans and Democrats, but Robert F. Kennedy Jr. came out as an independent because he wasn't actually accepted by the Democrat Party to run. He wasn't able to run in their primary, so he went out and be independent. So now he endorsed our President Trump. So we're really glad. We think that both parties, Democrats and Republicans, want to count on the independent vote. So we're just hopeful, Bree, that this will be a positive movement for our campaign, having RFK, because he's a great speaker. If you never heard him, he's really a great speaker. And he has some really important issues he's involved in that will add to our party and help people vote policy over personality.
Okay. Well, wonderful. Real quick, can you tell our viewers about your workshop, when it's going to be held and where?
Yeah.
It's, I'm sorry. We're having that training at the end of our meeting on September 6th. And we have hopefully someone coming in who's quite famous in Orange County for sure. And she's going to come in, and she has a platform called Nancy's Picks, and she really researches all the candidates all up and down the ballot. So she's going to come in and answer questions and help people.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that
wonderful.
too. So it'll be
Okay, well,
fun.
we hope the members of the community can join.
Yeah, we
Thank
do.
you.
We hope so. We hope if you've moved here, or haven't been coming or be involved, we welcome you. We welcome everyone to come. Because if you're concerned about things, it's best to be doing something. You're not, it kind of takes away that concern and worry.
Okay. Well, from the Republican Club, Ro and Pat, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome, Bree. Thank you.
Thank you, Bree. Thank you so much.
You're watching This Day.